Hi, welcome back to Branson Webs. Getting to the last week of January now, so things on this week's looking good. This video will be ready for delivery first week of February, so the season's already moving on quite a pace, and the season's changing all the time. So we've had a lot of rain yesterday, we've had a lot of cold last week, then warm back up at the weekend, and God knows what it's going to do in the future. But the temperature up and down, but definitely staying seasonal anyway for the time of year, not getting too extreme, which is good. So a bit of sunshine, hopefully customers will be out, and stuff on plantains will start selling and going out to the door at the garden centre end, which will be good. So we've come down this week into Glasshouse 5 and 6. So this now is predominantly a liner glasshouse. We'll probably grow the Snetti crop in here this year, but other than that, that'll probably be it, because there's so much in-house own propagation, getting up to around sort of 75 to 80% of all our crops are propagated in-house. We need this space to hold the liners. So in here there's everything from Fuchsia Janey crop just in front of me, which is this year's crop. Right aside of me there are Phormiums, which are 2017 crop of Phormiums. And all sorts of stuff beyond that. We've got some foxgloves that are potting in the next few weeks. Sylvion Scabious, Spireas for 2017 sales, and Berberis for autumn 2016 sales. So a real mishmash of crops in here, herbaceous and shrubs, and you're looking at stock that might not be going out of the door for another sort of 12 to 15 months. So some real commitment for ourselves to grow these crops and hold them on the ground and try and second guess where the market's going to go, which doesn't always work, but hopefully we can get it some way right. And we just feel by propagating so much in-house, it gives us more control over the quality of the crop. If we start off with a good liner, the final plant that you see arrive in the garden centre and that your customers take home should equally be much better from a good quality liner. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling on about what's going on in the nursery. Quite a short looking good video this week. Stuff hasn't really moved on. That cold snap last week held things back, so just a few new bits and bobs. First of all, 3 different Hebes have gone online. So some ever popular Bransford Hebes, Pink Pixie and Purple Pixie, I can grab them off the shelf. So as always, in their brightly coloured pink and purple pots. The new look label on there, as you can see, the vectors on there looking really nice, and it's giving a bit of colour to the top of the plant when there's no actual flower on the plant. But what we're saying about the liners, because these start off as really good 9cm plants, you've got a really good chunky 2 litre plant to go out the door. So that's going to form a really nice plant in someone's garden, really good shaped bush in someone's garden. And then the other Hebe we've put online this week is Red Edge. So a good old favourite, really fantastic garden plant, will tolerate a lot of things, really tough plant too. And actually some of the plants we do now stemmed from this. So Silver Dollar was a sport of Red Edge, I believe, back in the day. So again, 2 litre, but we've brought this back onto our promo list for this year. So because it's something people ask for, it's a great garden plant, 2 litre spec from us, and lovely chunky plant there too. And then the last couple of things for this week's looking good video, just 2 Primulas gone online. So first of all, good old Primula Veris. In fact, no, I'll start again, Primula Vulgaris, sorry, I'll get it right. Primula Vulgaris, so your normal sort of wild primrose there. Nice little bud in there, and just starting to show its first bit of flower in the last week or so. And then we've also got Primula Marmalade as well. So this was a new introduction last year, I think. It's got this lovely burgundy red stem, and then these lovely sort of marmalade-y yellow flowers above it. So that's it for this week. 5 things gone online. Keep watching for next week. It's quite clear stuff getting there, but it just needs an extra little bit of growth. Spring Magic's just around the corner, Cornet Apple's just around the corner, but let's give them another week or so, and we'll see you then.